Hello, firing squad. How's everybody doing? Today's topic is crime. It is on the rise. So, my question for you is, have you had enough yet? But first, a word not from our sponsor. Bro, look what I just got in.
What in the world?
Dr. Squatch.
Smells pretty good.
Yes. Now, your normal soap. We don't know what the hell they're putting in this stuff to put on our bodies when we wash.
No?
Do we? Here, read those ingredients. Can you?
Soap, sodium tallowate, sodium palmate, sodium cocoate, sodium palkernolate, water, glycerin, hydrogenated tallow acid. I can't pronounce the rest of it.
That's a lot of salt.
Yeah, a lot of sodium.
Sodium being salt, that dries out your
Skin.
stuff. Here's another name brand. Read those ingredients.
I can't find the ingredients.
That's right, they don't want you to know what you're putting on your body. Take a bar, Dr. Squatch. Read those ingredients.
Saponified oils, natural fragrance, Jimmy Red cornmeal, brewer's yeast, sand, annatto powder, clay, sea salt, iron oxide.
We know what that stuff is. You need to try it.
Smells pretty good.
Dr. Squatch has many different fragrances that you have to choose from. I mean, you've got wood barrel bourbon, cedar citrus, fresh falls. I mean,
Pine tar, gold moss, butchwort breeze.
pine tar is by far my favorite.
Yeah, that's probably my favorite too.
And then you've got shampoo and conditioner, all natural stuff.
Even that smells good. Yeah, you can't go wrong with this stuff.
Yeah, so natural stuff going on your body,
No sodium,
no sodium,
natural oils.
natural, completely. Makes your skin soft. It exfoliates without exfoliating. If that makes any sense. I tell you what, your wife will thank you for it. Okay, I'm going to cut straight to this. I'm getting my statistics from safehome.org. And this is from the 2022 crime rates in several metropolitan cities. Okay, I'm going to skip down here to the summaries. Overall, some of the crime rates have dropped for certain categories, but others have jumped exponentially. I'm going to read this straight from here, so bear with me. On average, violent crimes climbed by 12% in U.S. cities, while property crime has declined by 33% since 2010. Robbery rates fell in the average U.S. cities by 23%, while murder, rape, aggravated assaults all climbed by 25% or more. Motor vehicle theft was the only type of property crime to rise in the average city over the past decade, increasing by 48%. Look, right here. By 48%. This ain't good. This is not good. Out of America's largest big cities, Detroit led the nation in both murders and rape in 2022. Seattle had the most reported burglaries, and Memphis, Tennessee had the most larceny, theft incidents. Out of all the cities with smaller populations between 100,000 and 249,999, there you go, people, two Louisiana cities had the highest murder rates, Baton Rouge and Shreveport. Two similarly sized California cities, Richmond and Hayward, topped the list for motor vehicle thefts. The murder rate in small cities, those with population levels between 100,000 and 249,999, climbed by more than 80% on average between 2010 and 2020. I dropped my little cursor. So what is this telling us? What is this telling us about crime in the United States of America? It has climbed beyond control, I believe. Most of these cities where the crime has raised, blown up, let's just say, are majority of them, the vast majority of them, are Democrat-run cities. Now, it's funny because here lately, Joe Biden is now talking about funding the police, putting more police on the street to combat crime. But it wasn't that long ago he was talking about how we need to defund the police, reform all the police departments, because like I'm not going to mention any names. A couple of groups out there have been wanting to defund the police because all cops are bad. All of them. Just get rid of all of them. They're all done. Now, I think it was Los Angeles not long ago. One of the sheriffs or police chiefs or somebody in the higher police ranks went on television and told the citizenry that your protection, your best protection is don't wear jewelry when you leave the house. Don't drive your nice cars. Don't be alone and travel in groups of multiple people, of course. It's just water. So, typically that's all fine and good, but I was listening to somebody, I can't remember who it was now. I think it was another YouTube channel. What if a nice car is all you've got, and you need to go to the store to get something? There ain't no reason to take 4 or 5 people with you if you're running to a grocery store to pick something up that you might need for dinner. A bag of chicken, some hamburger, whatever. Recipe calls for onions. You got to go get an onion because you didn't have one, but don't go alone and don't drive your nice car. The stupidity needs to stop. Our country is being overrun by people who don't care about you, don't care about your safety, do not care what they do to this country, really. It's all about money and power. money and power. There's nothing anybody can tell me out there. Now, do your own research. I just before I hit record, I went to Google and I said, I did a voice to search thing. And all I said was, what are the crime rates, national crime rates statistics for the United States? Safe home was the first one to pop up. So I opened it up and I looked at it. It's kind of frightening. Murder, rape, carjackings. Yeah, I mean, these are violent crimes, y'all. Murder, rape. I mean, our country is not in a good place. Of course, the people, most of you who are watching this video, will believe the same way I do. Anymore, it's been said in some of the larger cities by police chiefs and such, not only that, don't go out and do this and drive your nice cars and don't wear jewelry, but your protection is in your own hands. If you think about it, cops don't know, the police officers do not know when a crime is about to happen. Usually when somebody calls the police, it's during or after a crime has been committed. So it just makes sense that your own self-protection is in your hands. Now me, I'm pretty damn confident that I can keep myself and my wife safe. My children are living out on their own, and their protection is up to them unless they're under my care. But I believe in the Second Amendment wholeheartedly. And I've seen it said many times, and I'm going to be one of them to repeat it. The Second Amendment has not a damn thing to do with hunting deer with Kevlar vests. I've never seen a deer in Kevlar vests. And assault weapons are not safe in fire. They have actually got a auto. There's a third selection there. I'm not gonna get into that right now. Now, I will say that if you do decide to carry a firearm, make sure you are legal in your state. I know Indiana has just recently passed the constitutional carry law, but I would still get a carry permit. If you would like to carry a firearm and your state has constitutional carry, I would still get a carry permit for one reason and one reason only. And if I'm wrong, please somebody tell me in the comments below. Please. The other states that you might travel to, say you're going to go on vacation to Florida, I know I can leave with my carry permit. I can leave Indiana, go through Kentucky, Tennessee, Georgia, and Florida. And I'm safe. They honor my carry permit. Now, you notice I didn't say concealed carry, because Indiana, you can open carry or conceal. It doesn't matter. Granted, I can't carry my firearm in Illinois. I have to drop the mag, empty the chamber, and put everything out of my arm's reach. That's the only way I can transport a firearm through Illinois. It cannot be within my reach. The magazine, I think, has to be like in the trunk, and the gun, the pew pew, has to be like in the glove compartment. But know the laws for the state that you live in, know the laws for the states you're going to travel through, and by all means, if you're going to own and carry a firearm and be 100% legal, you need to have some sort of protection behind you besides your firearm. I myself, I am a member of the USCCA. Fantastic organization. They carry a liability insurance for gun owners in case you have to utilize your firearm. I'm not going to go into the details. You can look them up online yourself at uscca.com. They are owned and run by Delta Defense. Fantastic company. There are many other companies out there if you don't want to go with the USCCA. I totally get that. But I will put a link in the description below. But yes, that's about all I can say on this topic for now. Your safety is ultimately in your hands. Completely. It's all in what you're willing to do. I know my youngest daughter, she has her own firearm. Her boyfriend, who she lives with, has his own firearm. They both have carry permits. They are legal. My oldest daughter, not so much. She doesn't care for guns, which is fine. I can respect that. And I kind of understand it, I think, sort of, in a twisted kind of way. But her boyfriend, he's got firearms. So my daughter and my grandchildren, I believe, are safe. My grandchildren's fathers, they have firearms. They are legal to carry their firearms. So with that being said, your protection, your safety, your security, the security of those you love is in your hands. What are you going to do? It's just a matter of time. You know, everything that happens in New York and California slowly trickles across the United States to where it will hit your town, the smaller towns. I live in a medium-sized town. I think it's a medium-sized town. Anyway, we have our own crime issues. I can't tell you how many times in a week that I'm seeing reports of gunshots on every city has their own Facebook page of like such and such watch, right? Most of you know where I live. I'm not going to throw it out there on the internet just because, my own security reasons. But yeah, crime has risen even in my small town, medium-sized town, whatever. If you're uncomfortable with a firearm, find something else. Find another means to protect yourself. I would suggest a security system in everybody's house, especially if you live in town. If you live in town, the way crime is going, you're better be having a security system. I myself, I utilize Simply Safe, and I'll put a link in the description below there for them as well. If you like what I'm doing here on this channel, please like, subscribe, and share the content. Share it with somebody who you think might learn something Maybe I've explained something a little bit different than somebody else. I don't know as if that I have or if I could. I just, I believe what I say. I honestly believe what I say. And trust me when I say, if you're a criminal and you come to my house, I hope you've made your peace with your maker. Just saying. Never forget, freedom isn't free. God bless everybody.